Did you know that you can say anything you want to anyone else as long as
you're quoting someone else?
Right. I'm Chris Thompson from Mike Mandel Hypnosis.
I'm Mike Mandel.
And Mike, tell me about the quotes technique, where you came up with this and how people can use it. And maybe you'll have a story to tell us.
Maybe. Listen to you. The quotes technique is great. Basically, you're quoting someone else and you're saying someone said something to you. But as you say it to the person, as you're explaining what happened, what you had heard from someone else, you point at them as you say it. And it becomes an embedded command, an embedded statement that goes right into their unconscious. Here's the example. Buddy of mine, Paul, great guy, gets walked on all the time because he's such a nice guy, had an evil boss who we're going to call Bill, only because that was his name.
Yeah.
And Bill was a dick, and he used to read Paul's email and go through his desk and just on his case. And he
was really like a busybody too,
he was an annoying dick, yeah. And so Paul said one night, one day on the phone, he phoned me up and he said, Bill's driving me nuts. I said, I'm not surprised. He's insane. He's a lunatic. He said, he's just bothering me, driving me crazy. I wish there were a way I could get back at him. I said, I'll help you with that. He said, really? I said, yes. I said, I've got countless hours and methods. I said, therapist by day, counter therapist by night. I said, here's what we'll do. I said, you come over tonight after work and I'll design an intervention for you to harmlessly, that's the key, my friends, harmlessly get back at Bill.
Fun.
So here's what we did. Paul came over and I said, you're going to go up to Bill. You're going to get right in his face. You're going to point at him and say everything you've always wanted to say right to his face. Paul goes white. He said, he'll kill me. I said, no, he won't. He said, I'll lose my job. I said, nothing will happen. You'll put him in a really weird state. He was intrigued. I said, here's what you do. Figure out what you always wanted to say to him. Make up a story around it. It has to be something to get his curiosity up. As John Grinder said, curiosity turns the senses into vacuum cleaners.
Opens up
want information.
Receptors,
this kind of thing. So I said, come up with a story to get his curiosity going. Then point at him, tell him what someone else said to you, and let him have it, and watch what happens. So Paul goes in the next day. Here's the curious angle. He's dragging his feet like this. Bill goes, Paul, what's wrong? He said, something happened on the subway. You don't want to know. Starts walking again. Bill goes, wait a minute. What happened on the subway? He goes,
curiosity.
There you are.
Yeah.
He said, never mind. It was just this weird guy. Believe me, you don't want to know. Starts walking again. As soon as you tell Bill he doesn't want to know, of course he wants to know. He said, Paul, get over here. Yeah. What happened on the subway? He said, well, it's this weird guy. He looked really strange. And I was getting off the subway at Broadview Station. And as I stepped off, he got right in front of me, right in my face. And he pointed at me this.
I'll be the boss.
He pointed at me like this. And he said, you are a lunatic. Everyone in Toronto thinks you're insane. And then he said, Paul said, and he just walked away like this, and Paul walked away as he said it. He said, why would he do that? Bill goes, there's nothing to figure out. The man's obviously psychotic. Paul said Bill was bright red. He went into a really weird state for a couple of hours, really unresourceful, because unconsciously he got the message that it was about him. Paul said he managed to shut a filing cabinet on the web of his thumb. He hung up on a client by accident, was swearing at someone else, not knowing that they were in the room. I mean, it was a wonderful thing. And then Bill's brain rewired, went back to normal, and he was normal again. But Paul said that couple of hours was highly entertaining. You can say anything to anyone, get their curiosity up, and quote someone else.
All right, and I believe that language pattern is taught on this deck of hypnotic language patterns, which you can get. I'll put a link in the description. Well, maybe I won't, but someone will put
Somebody will do
in
it.
the description under this video, and it'll be there for you to check out. The quotes technique can be used in useful situations too.
I should hope so.
Right? Obviously, you can use your own creativity. Drop us a comment under this video and let us know how you use this in an actual helpful situation too, because not everything has to be a
works
joke.
for good too.
But it's good. Jokes are awesome. So we'll see you in the next video. Please click. Don't clip the subscribe button. Click the subscribe button and then ring the bell. You'll get notified of our videos and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks again and good night.